In a grand mansion in Buda, Cameroon, 45-year-old Emmanuel with short gray and black hair parted on the side, a square face, broad nose, dark brown, deep-set eyes, and a tailored navy suit paused in the hallway, adjusting his gold cufflinks, car keys in hand. Suddenly, 22-year-old Patrice with close-cropped black hair, a lean oval face, small straight nose, dark brown almond-shaped eyes, and a faded green t-shirt knelt before him, trembling. "Oh, sir, please don't go to that meeting today," he pleaded, eyes red. "Something bad will happen if you leave." Emmanuel frowned, confused. "What are you talking about?" Patrice's voice shook. "I had a dream, sir. You wore this suit, drove off, and never returned. Blood everywhere, people screaming your name." Emmanuel's phone buzzed. 42-year-old Luke with slicked back black hair, a round face, wide nose, dark brown round eyes, and a flashy gold suit calling about. The urgent meeting. Billions were at stake. "Get up," he said sternly. "This is nonsense." But Patrice stayed, hands clasped. "I'm just a servant, but if you go, I'll never forgive myself." Heels clicked on the staircase. 40-year-old Nadine with long, braided black hair tied with a scarf, an oval face, sharp cheekbones, dark brown slanted eyes, and a silk red robe descended, her makeup impeccable. "What's this drama?" she snapped, seeing Patrice. "He says I shouldn't go," Emmanuel replied. Nadine scoffed. "A dream? This boy's delusions are delaying billions." Patrice bowed lower, whispering, "Please, sir, it's real." Emmanuel hesitated. Something in Patrice's voice, raw, honest, stirred him. A gut feeling whispered danger. He dropped his keys on a glass table and sat heavily in the living room. "I'm not going." Nadine's jaw dropped. "You're listening to this boy?" she hissed, storming upstairs. Patrice stood, wiping tears, and quietly resumed cleaning, leaving Emmanuel staring at the floor, heart racing. Emmanuel was no ordinary tycoon. As co-owner of Star Peak Realty in Douala, his name echoed in Cameroon's real estate. With Luke, his best friend and partner, they'd forged an empire from a cramped Bamenda office to billion-franc deals in Limbe. Home, Emmanuel seemed perfect with Nadine, always stunning in tailored outfits, living in a Mambuta mansion with marble floors and gold-trimmed decor. But love had faded. She craved luxury, not connection. Firing maids for minor flaws, too slow, too loud, until Patrice arrived, quiet and efficient. Patrice's diligence stood out. He mopped before dawn, ironed neatly, and never pried. Even Nadine, rarely pleased, muttered, "He's better than the others." Emmanuel noticed his calm presence, a rare peace in a tense home, unaware this ritual was vital. Emmanuel sat in his Mambuta mansion, phone silent, keys untouched. Patrice's warning echoed, blood screams. His phone rang. "Luke, why didn't you show? Investors are fuming," he barked. "I canceled," Emmanuel said, uneasy. Another call. 30-year-old Estelle with medium-length black hair in a bun, an oval face, dark brown almond-shaped eyes, and a white blouse, voice trembling. "Oh, sir, your driver. Accident on the Douala-Yaoundé highway. A truck hit your Bentley, totaled it. He's critical. We thought you were inside." Emmanuel froze. Same car, same time. Had he ignored Patrice, he'd be gone. Nadine appeared, robe tight. "An accident? So what? Cars crash daily." Her cold eyes unnerved him. "If I'd gone, I'd be dead," he said. She shrugged. "You're here, aren't you?" He stared, her indifference chilling. "Patrice stays," declared. She stormed off, fuming. Emmanuel grew silent, observing. Nadine avoided the accident topic, her glances at Patrice sharp with disdain. He watched, suspicion brewing, but held his tongue. One evening, as Nadine stepped out, Patrice approached Emmanuel, whispering, "Sir, don't sign any papers this week." His eyes narrowed. "Why?" "A dream. Your company falls, accounts frozen, you in handcuffs." Before he could ask more, Nadine returned and Patrice vanished. Days later, Luke visited, all charm. "Sign the Douala deal, man," he urged. handing over papers. Emmanuel hesitated, recalling Patrice's warning. The numbers seemed off, accounts unfamiliar. He locked the papers away, senses sharp. Emmanuel hired 50-year-old Bernard with a bald head, a square face, large broad nose, dark brown piercing eyes with glasses, and a dark green suit. The truth stunned him. Luke had siphoned billions into offshore accounts, masking fraud with fake projects. The Douala deal was a trap to bankrupt him. At home, Nadine demanded Patrice's dismissal. "He's too nosy," she snapped. Emmanuel refused, his voice firm. "He stays." She locked herself in a guest room, unaware he'd overheard her. Called to Luke, plotting his ruin. Emmanuel learned more. Nadine and Luke had schemed for years, even hiring a group of young Cameroonian men with short buzz cuts or dreadlocks, varied lean to muscular faces, dark brown eyes, and dark hoodies to ambush him on the road, thwarted by Patrice's warnings. His trust shattered, he planned his next move, heart heavy but resolute. Nadine announced a trip to Bamenda, claiming family issues. Emmanuel nodded, secretly hiring 37-year-old Thierry with short, tight, curly black hair, an angular face, medium broad nose, dark brown narrow eyes, and a black leather jacket. She didn't. Go to Bamenda, she checked into a Douala hotel, joined by Luke. Emmanuel arrived at the hotel, calm but cold. He entered their room, finding Nadine in a white satin bathrobe and Luke casual. "Explain," he said, voice low. They stammered, lies crumbling. "You married me for my money," he told her. "You both betrayed me." He left, their silence deafening after bribing 25-year-old Clarice with long black hair and a high bun, a heart-shaped face, small delicate nose, dark brown large eyes, and a blue hotel uniform for the key. Emmanuel contacted 55-year-old John with short gray hair, a long face, medium straight nose, dark brown, small eyes with glasses, and a black suit, and 48-year-old Marcel with short black hair with gray streaks, an oval face, small narrow nose, dark brown round eyes with glasses, and a gray blazer, divorce papers, and a buyout of Luke's shares. The mansion felt empty, its luxury mocking his pain. Patrice continued his duties, unnoticed but vital. Emmanuel signed the divorce papers. A weight lifting, Nadine vanished from his life, her treachery a fading scar. He rebuilt Star Peak Realty, turning it into Cameroon's leading firm, hiring honest talent to replace Luke's shadow. At a Douala gala, Emmanuel met 38-year-old Sophie with short, curly black hair, a round face, small, broad nose, dark brown, large eyes, and a simple blue dress. Her warmth reignited his heart. They danced under the stars, their laughter a promise of a new chapter, built on trust. One evening, Patrice approached Emmanuel in the mansion, his eyes bright. "My work here is done, sir. You're safe now." Emmanuel clasped his shoulder. "You gave me my life back. Name your future." Patrice grinned. "I'll open a school in Bamenda, teach kids to dream big like I did." Emmanuel funded it, a legacy of gratitude. Years later, Emmanuel and Sophie, now married, visited Patrice's thriving Bamenda school. Children's laughter filled the air as 42-year-old Rose, with short, loosely braided black hair with gray strands, an oval face, medium broad nose, dark brown sunken eyes, and a colorful wrapper welcomed them. Patrice, now a headmaster, stood, proud. "Truth always wins," he said, winking. Emmanuel nodded, his heart full, knowing he'd risen stronger than ever. Thank you for reading. Don't miss the next thrilling story. Subscribe now, give us a thumbs up, and share with your friends and family to stay tuned for more.